Hey guys, welcome back to the Chaotic Kids channel. My name is Michelle. I'm the indie author of 6 published books. These are my middle grade children's chapter book series, ideally for the age range of 9 to 12-year-olds. They've got mystery, detective work, an overarching evil, and as the name of Bugstopia suggests, bugs. Lots and lots of bugs. And today we're going to get back into some writing videos, so let's get into it. Hey guys, so today is November 11th. It is 5:30 in the afternoon, evening. But so today we are going to get started on a weekly writing vlog. As you guys can tell, I'm obviously in a different room than I usually am. So this is, well, if you would have seen my last video that I think I posted, I moved. So I'm currently living in my own house by myself. A little nerve-wracking to be living by myself, but like I can do what I want without having to worry about other people. Excuse me again. Um, so I'm really just enjoying this time where I get to live by myself. I get to enjoy the times that I get to do, and hopefully this will be able to last with me having my finances under control and stuff. But yeah, so today we are going to be doing a weekly vlog. Okay, so while living here in this house, or what I'm trying to do moving forward, is I want to be a better writer. I think that's how I'm going to put it. I want to be a better writer. I want to write more dedicated times. And so now, since I don't have to, work with my brother's schedule, I can really do whatever I want. Like, right now it's 5 o'clock, and usually I would be in bed right now. And that would kind of just be what I was doing for the next 3 hours. I go to bed at 8. Don't judge me. But, so I'm really going to be excited to, get up, get to do my own thing. Hopefully I'll get out to do more walks now. I just got a lot of big plans, and I really hope I can succeed in them. But so right now, okay, so I'm kind of taking a fresh start with my writing. Um, so I have 3 pen names. The reason I have 3 pen names is because I am somebody who has alters, and it's to sum it up easily. Like, I'm not sure what type of disorder or anything like that. All I know is I have alters, and the alters, pretty much a majority of them are writers, but there's only there's 3 primary ones that just that want to be authors. The rest of them just write for fun, or they just enjoy life as it is. But there's 3 pen names. So there's Shelly Kitts, who writes our middle grade children's chapter book series. We are writing book 15, editing book 11, and we've recently published book 6, which is this book here. So that is Shelly's book series. We call it just the Bugstopia series. It is a very massively long series. I am not sure at the end of the day how long it's going to be. I joke with my nephew, because I wrote this book series for my nephew. I joke that it's going to be 200 books long, but I'm like, if it reaches 100 books, I'm making him write it anymore. But so that's that. I will be working on book 15 of writing, but I'm going to go back and reread the first, so I have this separated into seasons. So books 1 through 6 are season 1, 7 through 12 are season 2. Season 3 is book 13 to whenever I decided to end. I haven't finished writing it yet. But I need to go back and just reread what I've got for book 13 and 14. I feel like I don't have a concept of what's going on. I have an idea of what's going on, but I need a more crisp idea of it. So I'm going to that's one project I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be doing the writing of book 15, or drafting, brainstorming for book 15. Even though I don't plot, it's still brainstorming. And then probably sometime I'll also work on draft 3 of book 11, which is the halfway point of me editing. I do 6 rounds of edits, and this is just the 3rd one. I don't know. I do drafts 2 and 3 back to back, or at least maybe a week break, but back to back. And yeah, so I've already done draft 2 before I moved, and now draft 3. I want to get finished by the 16th, hopefully. So that's the game plan. And then there's some other projects that I'm working on. Well, other pen names as well. So there is, how do I put this? There is my high fantasy adventure story that is going to be like Marvel DC meets fantasy creatures, which I guess realistically like it is a fantasy, like Marvel is kind of a fantasy-ish kind of thing. But like I'm thinking more like dragons and unicorns and like more fantasy elements rather than like contemporary fantasy. Or is it high fantasy? I don't really know. I'm not very educated on it. But that is my high fantasy adventure story. It is going to be a multi-story series. So I've got plans to follow this. So I have 5 or 6 planets, I think. I want to follow like different groups in each planet kind of thing. And then there's going to be like one overarching story, I think. But I don't know. It's just a very, very intense high fantasy story that I need to, as much as I hate doing this, I might have to plot it a little bit just to kind of give an idea on like what's going on and stuff. And then my third pen name is Grace Kits. Did I say what? See, my second pen name is Maris. But the third one is named Grace. She writes contemporary Christian fiction. She has an idea for, I think, 8 books in the series, and then, like, I don't know if she'll write any more books after that. Well, we'll need to write more books in it, but, like, I don't know. It just depends on what she wants and stuff. Which I'm, like, kind of thinking to myself, I'm like, I am an unconventional writer. So, I write what I feel I need to write. So let's just say Grace. Like, or let's go Shelley. Shelley has an idea for a couple book series after the Bugstopia series. But Grace kind of just wants to tell this story at this point. And maybe later she'll write more in the books, but right now she just focused on that one. So it's hard to tell, like, what's going to happen kind of thing. Does that make sense? And, like, I write what I feel like I'm motivated to write. And I don't know, I'm a discovery writer, so you never know what you're gonna find and stuff. If any of this makes sense, leave a comment down below. But I'm gonna stop talking and I'm going to probably take a quick shower and then get back into writing. So let's go. Guys, today is the 12th of November. It is about 3:50 in the morning. I have no idea why I'm up. Last night I woke up around this time too, and I'm just like, I'm so over it. But I'm probably going to write for an hour, just because I'm up and I need to do something. And you know what? Another part of me is like, why don't we just stay up all night? Well, all morning into whatever time I go to bed. But I'm like, I really like my sleep. So I might just sleep. Even though it's only like 11, I think it's only like 13 hours of being awake. No, 30. No, it's way more. Sorry, way more. Anywho, I'm tired. I do have therapy today, so I need to be cautious of that. I'm done talking. I'm gonna get back to work. Well, get started on work. I'm working on book 11. I'm on chapter 11 of book 11. And I'm at like 17,000 words or something like that. Yeah, about 1750. 500. Sorry, 17,500. Yeah. That's all I gotta say. I'll see you guys later, okay? Bye. Guys, so it's still the 11th. No, the 12th. Sorry, today's the 12th. I updated you guys kind of this morning whenever I woke up like a freaking cat. But I got 363 words written. That was me editing book 11. I'm on chapter 14 and there's 16 chapters, so I've got 3 chapters left to go on that. I might do it today, I might not, I don't know. But I'm also got game plans to work on Gracie's story, which Gracie's story is really my my alters my one of my pen names Grace's story, but she's writing a story called Gracie. Gracie McCoy to be exact, or like that's just the character's name, and that's all we've got it referred to as now. And so this is going to be the Christian fiction work, and I'm not entirely sure. Like, we need to do some real brainstorming, real thinking, just getting ourselves like acquainted, like reacquainted with the story, because yes, we want to focus on Bugstopia, but like we also need to focus on other projects because we want to like it's not fair. I'm not sure who's talking right now, but it's not fair for Shelley to always be presenting and always be writing whenever there's like 3 or 4 other ones that want to do writing as well. So yeah, so that is the game plan. We are going to work on Gracie for probably until 11:45, just because we need to. At 11:45, we'll eat. Then we'll also go to our brother's house and start cleaning it because we didn't do that this weekend. So yeah, but then we also have therapy at 2. So our game plan is to write until 11:45, go to our brother's house, clean it, take out the trash, then possibly see Dad for a little bit because we got to talk to him about getting a couch and bed. We kind of have an idea on what we want because we just went into the furniture shop yesterday and we found a bed that we wanted and we found a couch that I wanted. Otherwise, I have everything that I need, but those 2 things I need, and like I need him to pay for it. Well, I don't need him to pay for it, but I kind of need him to pay for it. But that is that. I also need to do something else, but I can't remember what else it was supposed to be. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna work on Gracie now, and I will see you guys later. Okay, bye. Guys, it's about 5 o'clock right now. Gosh, I'm exhausted today. So let's just sum it up. So I really wanted to do a lot of writing today. Like, that was my motivation, and like I wanted to get a lot of words done. That didn't really happen. I got the 400 words that I did this morning, and then I did do some outlining. Well, not outlining. I did some brainstorming words for my for Grace's Christian fiction book. There was the word I was looking for. I've got about a page worth of notes, and then I also have edited my like characters outlines on my Google Docs. I think I have an idea on how I'm gonna start it and stuff, which I'm excited for because I had started it before, but it didn't feel right because I was just jumping straight into it and not really getting the Catholic religion side of things, or like I'm not trying to make this like scream like Christian book. Well, I am kind of, but like I don't know. I want a nice healthy medium. I still want it to be like a book even like non-Christians can read, but they're gonna realize like this is a full Christian fiction series. So that's that. So I didn't start writing it yet, and I probably won't today because okay. So what I'm thinking about doing is maybe working until 6:30. I don't know. I'll work until I get tired and want to do something else. But I'm going to work on Bugstopia book 11, get that finished. And I possibly might also go back to that board and kind of plot out things that I need to focus on. Because like Grace's story isn't on it, Maris's high fantasy adventure story is not on it. I want to have deadlines for it because otherwise I'm just like floundering around being like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do it whenever I have time, you know? Like, I want to have deadlines for it. So yeah, that's the game plan. I will see you guys before the end of the night and tell you guys what I did. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye. So it's about 6:20 right now. I got done writing for today. I wish I would have gotten more done, but considering I had to go to town, I had to change locks on my house that ended up taking a lot longer than it should have. I had to help my dad with his phone because it was having problems, and then I had to just do a lot of random stuff today, and I had therapy too. So I had a lot of stuff to do today, and I only got like 800 words, but I still, like, that's pretty good. Especially considering, like, I finished book 11, so book 11 draft 3 is done. I'm at 18,126 words in it. There are 170 chapters all formatted, and it's got a 4.2 GPA. 4.2 GPA reading level, 4.2 reading level. And yeah, it's book is done. I also worked a little bit on Grace's story, which tomorrow hopefully will be dedicated to Grace's and possibly Maris's, but I also don't know. Depends on how the day goes. I do have work tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's all I've got to say. See you guys tomorrow, okay? Bye. Hey guys, today is November 13th. It is a Wednesday. Today my game plan is to work on Grace's story and possibly do some, like, thinking about Maris's world. I have a notebook in my bin for Maris that has, like, all of Maris's thoughts about stuff, but I think I'm going to expand on that a little more. But my main priority is to work on Grace's story. I have work at 1, so I'll probably stop working at 11:45 because that'll give me enough time to work, to do my things that I need to do. I was planning on going for a walk this morning, but right now it's dark outside, so I can't do that. But also it just rained, and I don't want to go outside in the rain because I like to walk around in the grass. So yeah, I'm gonna not take a walk today. But I will still. Did I tell you guys yesterday I prayed a rosary, and, like, I still have intentions to pray a rosary today. Which will probably be. Heck, I should just make it my first video that I listened to today. But I like to pay full attention to it, so I don't know. Yeah. That's all I gotta say right now. I woke up at 6 o'clock. It's now 6:40. I ate a little something. Gonna set an alarm for 11:45. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'll see you guys in a little bit. So it is 4 o'clock right now. I feel like a complete. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like a complete waste of a person today, which is pretty harsh to say. But, like, I feel like I could have gotten so much done, but I didn't. Like, I really, like, I fumbled the ball almost. I didn't do a good job. I wanted to write Grace's story. I was excited to write Grace's story, but the thing I have to remember, and I need to keep reminding myself about this, is that I am somebody who has a dissociative disorder. I cannot force my alters out if they do not want to be out. Like, I cannot express this enough. Like, I tried to force Grace out today, and, like, it backfired immensely on me because it caused me to have a spell. And it wasn't Grace who came out of the spell. It was Little, who was 3 years old. Like, and there's things about that's, like, very scary, and, like, you got to, like, I don't know, like, I need to remember, like, you can't force the people out when they don't want to be out. And, like, Grace and Maris, they're so used to Shelly taking the reins and Shelly getting all of her wants. This is also coming from somebody who is a bystander in the whole system. Like, I present on this camera a lot of the time, but sometimes I'm not even here all the time, so it's so weird. Yeah, I'm sorry. Everything about my life is just so strange, I guess. I don't even know the word to describe it. It's just strange. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the rest of the day off and just, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just gonna sit around, maybe do some stuff, do some, like, team building with myself. I don't know. I haven't decided. I don't know, but I'll see you later. Hey guys, today is November 15th. It is a Friday. I'm sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I'm sorry, I'm gonna readjust the I was just not feeling good. Like, I got off work at 11, no, at 9 o'clock yesterday. And, like, I was just not feeling okay. Like, I was just, like, very off put. And it was just not okay. Like, I literally went to bed at 6 o'clock last night and woke up at 8 o'clock this morning. I was exhausted. And, like, I probably, like, if it wasn't for my sister who called me, like, around 5, I probably would have been in bed by 5. But anyways, so today I wanted to do a little writing because I haven't done really writing in a while, like actual writing. Well, I say that, but I also finished editing. I don't know, like I wanted to just get back to working on my books because my books are my happy place, and like I feel like the last 2 days I haven't been working on them, and I have just been a little sluggish. But today I wanted to work on Bugstopia season 3. So with the Bugstopia series, I have it separated into seasons. So with the seasons, they're roughly about 6 books each. So far, they've only been 6 books. So the first season is the green season, which is where we get the story started. This is where we're following Officer Renee and Officer Francis as they start the world of Bugstopia. We get to meet one of the main villains, Queen, and we get to start the story off. Season 2, which is going to be a yellow season, we are following Officer Bug and Officer Ryan as they take us through the same story, like same days, but just in a different perspective of the storyline. And so that's how it goes. And then season 3, I wasn't really sure. Like, I started writing it back when I was still living in my brother's house, and I was just not sure who I was following and stuff. And so I was just right now I'm like wanting to restart it almost, like not 100%, like scrap the whole 2.5 books that I wrote. I just wanted to restart, like get a better idea on where I'm going and stuff. So there are a few things that I had to think about because like I did a little brainstorming, which is like something I don't usually do. Well, I like for Bugstopia, I just kind of let the things flow and just let whatever happens. But I was working on book 15 and something just didn't feel right, so I was like, okay, I need to evaluate here. But so I was like, what story, like, because I'm wanting season 3 to be the start of like almost a brand new storyline. So I'm like wanting, I don't know how, like, I guess it's restarting a whole new brainstorm. Like, I don't know. But I wanted this season to be starting off fresh. Like, we're not going back and, like, rehashing out what happened in season 1 and season 2. This is going to be the start of a, like, brand new. So, like, season 1 and season 2, you could read them out of order. Season 3, you need to have at least read one of the complete seasons. So I was like, okay, what do we need to know? There was, like, 2 or 3 unanswered questions that I needed to know what happened with. So one was what happened to Francis and Chief Jewel. They had a very traumatic experience in season 1 and season 2. So I needed to kind of get like a resolve, like, okay, this is what happened to them kind of thing, and like where they're going moving forward. And that also applies to Officer Renee as well, just because she had a very, like, in season 3, she had, I mean, not season 3, season 2, she had pretty explosive emotions. Like, her emotions were just all out of whack. And so I just needed to get those 3 people settled, and I just need them to have a break right now. And then the second question I needed to answer was what happens to Queen? Like I said, Queen is kind of the big bad in season 1 and season 2, and I don't want to spoil too much, but she's gonna continue being a huge player in the game. And so I was like, okay, I need to know what happens with her. So I was just like, okay, I kind of know what happens to them. Like, that got answered in like book 13 and book 14, but realistically, what happens to Queen is still unanswered. So I was like, okay. Then I was like, I needed to follow, I needed to plot out, well, not plot out, I just needed to brainstorm like three, because there's three different like storylines I could follow right now. We just met a new character. His name's Remy. And he was talking about some like mad scientist. Like he was going after this mad scientist. And we kind of learned a little bit about the mad scientist with Officer Francis. So like we kind of have an idea on like who it is, but like at the same point we're like, okay, maybe we want to follow it. Like I say we as like maybe readers too, but like we want to know what happens with him, but like I'm like that's not the pressing matter at hand. And I'm really like, I have to write the story based on how it flows best. Like, I can't just jump into following his story without hashing out what happens in the beginning of the series, you know? And then, like, obviously, there's still the stages of what to do with Queen. Like, spoiler, Queen gets released, and there's some drama that happens. And right now, I left Queen, like, I left the drama that was happening with Queen, and I just went back to Bugstopia. And I'm like, that is not where it needs to go. I need to go back to Insectopolis and hash that out. Insectopolis is just another city in this world. And then another thing I needed to do was follow a message that was at Bugstopia. So I don't know if any of this is making sense, but before I was hashing out what was happening at Bugstopia, but I'm like, thinking about it now, I need to follow what's happening in Insectopolis, because it's where the story, like, that's where all the drama was happening. So we need to follow people who are at Insectopolis and get that story straightened out. And I think the way I've got it planned out, because we're going to be following a lawyer named Miss Annette. Like, she's one of the best lawyers that the world can find, and stuff like that. And I think we need to hash out what happens with her storyline. But once she's done in Insectopolis, she heads back to Bugstopia to help on that case. And I think then after that, it'll eventually line back up with what happens with Remy, I think. I don't know. I think I have it hashed out. I'm not 100% sure. And again, I'm like a discovery writer, so I just gotta let my writing work, and whatever happens, happens kind of thing. Yeah. So right now, I'm going to go back and, reread book 13 and 14, add what I want to add if I wanted to add anything. Then what I have is book 15. Now I'm going to save it, just save it on Google Docs, leave it for another time frame, and then I'm going to go back and do a different, like, I'm going to rewrite book 15. Does that make sense? I'm obviously not going to be able to do that all in today, but that's kind of the game plan moving forward. So I've been talking for like 8 minutes, so I'm sorry, but I'll see you guys later, okay? Bye. Hey guys, it is 3:25 right now. I think I'm going to end today's video here. So I honestly, first of all, I'm sorry. I don't know if this video had like a main priority or main focus on it. I was just talking about my life pretty much here and just randomness. But so this is my first week back in my own house. I feel, okay, so I want to switch offices. So me and my dad just finished up one of the rooms. Like, the light wasn't working. I think I told you this, so we fixed it. And I think I'm going to, I want to move my office into that room. And now you're thinking, like, you literally just got in this office, like, I literally got in this, like, a week ago. And I'm all ready to change it. But my thinking is, like, this room is the biggest room in the house. My room is smaller than this room, and yet I'm using this room as my office. It's just, it doesn't make sense to me, and I'm like, I need to, not necessarily, like, I don't know how to describe it. I just need to get, like, a room that, like, this room, I just want to be open. I don't know why. I feel like in Destiny, like, this room needs to be open in case I get a roommate, in case something happens, like, this room needs to be open. So I'm going to put my office in that smaller room, excuse me. And this room will just go back to being open. So today I'm going to go paint the room, touch up where it needs to be touched up and stuff like that. But that's the game plan for this weekend, is to move my desk into there and stuff. And it's going to be a little more compact, but I would prefer a little more compact than having this much openness almost. Like, I feel it's weird to have this much room. Also, let's see, I was going to say something else. Nope, can't remember what I was going to say. That train of thought is gone. But yeah, that's the game plan. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment down below, tell me what you think out of it. Like, my future for this video, like, my future for this channel is to have a lot more writing content, but also, like, doing writings, like, maybe possibly doing writing sprints, like, live writing sprints, or possibly doing, like, maybe, like, I don't know, I'm not very good at, like, talking sometimes, so, like, how-to videos aren't probably going to be my thing, but, like, I want to do writing challenges. I want to do writing sprints. I want to, like, maybe do plan with me or something like that. I don't know. I really want to expand this world, like, my YouTube presence, and get back to a place where I'm, like, going live, having more interactions with you guys. Like, I feel like I'm already doing a lot better than I was a little bit ago, because, like, I'm wanting to record. I'm wanting to express my feelings and stuff. And, you know, I'm 24. I'm discovering myself now. And ever since I moved into this house, like, I really feel this different energy in me. And I want to express it as much as I can. Does any of this make sense? I don't know. But that's all I've got to say. I will see you guys next week in whatever video that's going to be. So I'll see you guys later, okay? Bye.